I'm Irene Wong. I have been a ballroom dancer for 14 years. I'm also a co-owner for a ballroom dance shop called Dance Where Work. When we go to a dance competition, we see so many different officials there running the show. Who are they? What are the roles? And one of the roles is Invigilator. What is that? Today, I'm going to have an interview and let someone in that role to explain to us what that role is. Today, I'm so delighted to invite a special guest, Donna Edelstein, and besides a judicator and snowball dance floor organizer, she also has a role called Invigilator. So what is that? Yeah, never heard of it. But that is the one role maybe I heard of, but never heard of the term. And you have that role. So can you share with us what that role is?
Certainly. And if you've never really heard of one, that must mean that you're doing a lot of things that are okay to do. So what an invigilator is a judge that is looking at the competition to make sure that people are staying in category in the syllabus levels. So if people are dancing closed gold, closed silver, or closed bronze, there are figures that they can do and ways that they can do those figures that are allowed. And then there are figures that we call out of category, and an out of category figure would either be a higher level figure or something that's just not allowed at all, like a lift or something that is pure choreography. So the NDCA rulebook, I have mine right here. The NDCA rulebook, which is also online, shows teachers and students can look at it too. And it shows for every dance what is allowed and then what sorts of things are not allowed. So for example, we're now invigilating closed gold where we didn't used to. So if somebody's dancing closed silver smooth, for example, there are steps that have leads that are hands on the body, like on the waist. Let's say you're going to roll someone out, catch them on the waist, roll them back in. That's now considered gold. So an invigilator is looking at the competition saying, is everybody in this bronze category actually dancing bronze? And the purpose is to make it a level playing field. What happens if someone is what we would call out of category, then we go up to the teacher, or if it's an amateur couple, their coach, if they're there, and just tell them, hey, in this figure, you did blah, 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 which you're not allowed to do. Oftentimes we'll give them a suggestion like, if you do this instead, keep hold of her hand, then you'd be in category. If they continue to dance out of category, then they get, it depends on the chair, but they could be dropped a place or they could be last place if they continuously ignore the rules. So the purpose of it is to protect all the competitors dancing at a certain level and make sure that everyone's doing the right thing. Back when, exactly. Back when invigilation first became really necessary, it was crazy. Like you'd see in bronze people doing the splits, holding the leg up and going down to the, it was just like, what the heck is going on? And now pretty much everyone's on the right page most of the time. It's, it's much, much different. It's pretty darn good. But that's what an invigilator does.
Yeah, so you guys keep them follow the rule. So why are you talking about the rule? How many categories out there? A lot of people doesn't understand what does that mean. If I started to silver, I cannot go down age group category. Explain a little bit about that. That would be so helpful.
Well, so different competitions have different rules. Regarding, I think what you're asking is if you're, let's say you're dancing bronze and silver, but you want to dance in a silver scholarship. A lot of competitions have rules saying that you can only compete in a scholarship in the highest level that you danced. So let's say somebody has entered intermediate and full bronze and beginning in intermediate silver, and they want to do a bronze scholarship, but they've also danced silver. A lot of competitions don't allow that.
I see. It's only the scholarship. I always thought, okay, if it's silver, you cannot even do the single dance silver, but you can do single dance silver, but not the scholarship. The scholarship will only be the highest level you dance in the single.
That's how many competitions do it. And the reason is that sometimes you'll get people that do, like, for example, at my competition, you can dance up to 6 consecutive levels. Well, that could all be done within bronze, but sometimes people have danced a long time and they're still primarily bronze, but learning silver. And they want to start doing some of their silver, but maybe a lot of their routines are bronze, but they have a few silver steps. They can't do those silver steps in their bronze, but they can in like beginning silver, intermediate silver. But once they start dancing those silver events, then at least at Snowball, then they need to be competing in the silver scholarship, because once you're dancing silver, we don't consider you a bronze only dancer. Is that answering your question?
Yes, that is really helping me to visualize it. The bronze have multi-level bronze, silver have multiple level of silver, and gold also have multiple level?
Yes, because gold is considered closed. So a lot of people nowadays are confused at that because so many teachers have jumped their students from silver to open. But gold has become much more defined in all 4 styles now. So there's a big trend for people to be going through gold now before they get to open. That's why I've added gold, closed gold scholarships, say at Snowball, because more people are going through their gold syllabus. And then what we consider open gold, and here's where the confusion comes in. Open gold means you can do beyond the gold syllabus, in other words, choreography. Closed gold means you're doing the actual gold syllabus and not choreography.
Perfect. That really helped me understand, because I exactly assuming goal means open goal. This has helped me to understand as well. So closed basically is the syllabus, and open basically is choreography. But I also heard that there's an open bronze and open silver now. So it's a little bit confusing to me.
Absolutely. So there's a number of different syllabi out there. So let's say you're at a Fred Astaire and Arthur Murray or some of the dance vision steps. Not everything corresponds to the NDCA rulebook. So the rulebook tells you what sorts of things you're not allowed to do. But a lot of people say have a routine that they dance regularly, or they watch Dancing with the Stars and they want something fancy. So many people as bronze will have their closed bronze routines, but then also open bronze routines that are maybe considered closed within Fred Astaire, but they're not closed within NDCA. Or they have a routine that they've spent a lot of time learning, but it has elements in it that are not closed, and yet they're a bronze dancer. So they don't want to be competing open next to open people. They want to be competing open next to other bronze people, and that's why it exists.
That make a lot of sense now. So it's very confusing, but at least give me some understanding of the bronze, silver, and gold. And each of the area you also have closed, which is follow exactly the syllabus of NDCA, and open, which is in that level, which is not NDCA syllabus. Yes.
Yep.
Thank you so much. This is really helpful.
I'm glad.
I hope you find this video useful, and please give me a thumbs up and click the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. And click the little bell button as well, so when I have a new video comes out, you will be notified.